Hello, my fellow Ishan 10 Hell enjoyers. Let's talk about something near and dear to my heart today. Head. Every time I sit down at a table, I peer down and my thoughts begin to drift. Start thinking about how grand it would be to have head. Also known as the pair of the hand, or a double, or a... Wait, what did you think I was talking about? Well, with that easy joke out of the way, let's talk about the double every Mahjong hand needs if they hope to hit completion. There's a lot to talk about when it comes to head. It's a lot more complex than you might think. You're going to need technique, experience, and the mental stamina to last to completion. Alright, I promise I'm done now. Anyways, you can break each theory out into 5 chunks. And those chunks are 1 head, 2 head, 3 head, 4 head, and of course, no head. Let's talk the one pair strategy first. It's probably the simplest of all of them. In most cases, when you only have one pair, you should cleanly lock that down as your head of choice moving forward. So let's say you have a hand like a so. 2 away from Tenpai, which is where this concept is going to crop up the most. 6 blocks and 1 real pair of no reasonable soil for another. What to do? Well, I suggest slam dunking that extra tile by our pair into the trash can. Why? Because it smells and I don't like it. Also, because it gives us the highest tile acceptance. Also, because killing the pair is going to cause a major headache trying to find a pair. Not saying we can't get another, but you get the point. Now, they say 2 heads are better than 1. Is this also true in Mahjong? Yes, like 1000% true in Mahjong. Let's just move on to 3 pairs. What, you want more of an explanation? Alright, fine. Whatever. The best way to put it is if you're near Tenpai, 1 or 2 away, 2 heads will typically give you the best weights plausible, sometimes leading to what we call a perfect shanten, which is best boy results in tile acceptance. This idea, like every theory I'm going to gloss over, they can be trashed for higher value hands if you seek them, need them, or just want to have fun. Alright, moving right along. If you ever find yourself in the land of 3 heads,
Run.
Anyways, just know that you should probably cut the pair that leads to better tile acceptance. This will maybe surprise some folks, but this usually means tiles on the inside, so like situations such as... Like right here, you'd probably want to drop the 6 out of the 4-6-6 or the 2 out of the 2-2-4. Those are probably the best cuts here. This rule is broken if the hand actually wants triples over sequences. Now what's next? Ah yes, the Hydra of Mahjong. It's best to just use it as is, because if you cut off one head, you might have another cropping up somehow. It's a shape I love and hate with a passion. The crossroad of sorts that leads to Ipeco Zameni, Cursed Chi Toys, and Shad Toy Toys. This is a complex one, but to summarize, just don't step on any toes. Try not to ruin your chances of any Yaku till it's the time to strike. You know, like a dating sim. Romance every option until you have to pick the best girl. My suggestion? Just keep it simple and hard shove the route you pick. Flip-flopping on your Yaku or your love interest is going to bite you in the ass. After cutting a pivotal tile, that usually leads to no Yaku Island, and no one likes being there. And with that, this brings us to our final destination today. Saddest of the bunch. The equivalent of no bitches on the Mahjong table. No head. The general theory is, cut floaters if you're close to Tenpai, and try to favor a 4 long shape, or a double on the edge of a sequence. You kill this concept, however, if you luck into a pair along the way, and at that point you switch to 1 head theory. This theory can actually have the most meat to it, specifically when you're talking about potential Ipecos. If you're thinking, but whale, this almost Ipeco has 2 doubles in it, our problem's solved. Well, it's time for me to throw on the skates, cause your brain is as smooth as an ice rink. I sorta want to talk about these in greater detail, making my own video for headless and 2-head theory for sure. And maybe the others. Let me know if y'all have a preference, but I think this is good enough for my goal, which if I'm being honest, was mainly just to make jokes about the name head, and I guess make folks aware of these theories in a high level format. Well, that's all I got. Goodbye.